dizzy heights now of Stevenage. I'm off to cereals now for day 2. You need to stand next to that for scale. Just keep your hands in your pockets. It's huge. Oh, it's trenchless, isn't it? So it just pulls it through like a plough. Some tracks on that.
I thought the cabs went up and down a bit on them. They don't do that anymore.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it just rips through, drops the pipe in the back, and then the one behind is it's got a chain on it. Just did a panel discussion and we were talking about precision ag, and we were talking about input costs and saving money here, there and everywhere. And one of the best investments you can do is drainage, because it doesn't pay you just back for the crop that's going on, it pays you back for years to come, 20, 30 years investment in drainage. So it should be on the grant system, don't you think? How do you feel about red tracks that put a chip in the tub?
We have. If you just pop over there, there is...
There's a grain cleaner a bit like ours. Ooh, could do with some gates. It's obviously day 2 of cereals, or day 3 for us. This is clever. It's a precast framework and grid for putting a trench conveyor in. So when we made ours, we had to make shuttering and block work and mess about. Because that you just make the floor flat, drop it in, and the grill sits on the top, and then the conveyor in the middle. Just looking at it on the MacArthur agriculture stand, where they've got a nice 30-ton grain dryer. That looks good, that wheat, doesn't it? It's got like a really bright green. That normally means it's pretty disease resistant, or it's had a massive fungicide plan.
This 9-litre engine,
Catastrophic failure there.
only done 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
Crap antifreeze. Look what's doing.
Yeah. The antifreeze has rusted the liners. What engine's that out of?
9-litre was on 7230R. And the main thing which I want to tell farmers, it's about your 500 hours service. The same bearings from the same engine. Look on them.
Scored, moved, twisted.
Yeah. And look,
Yeah.
sulfur in diesel. You know, John Deere says you can service 500 if you're using only genuine oil and genuine filters. And sulfur, wait a minute, sulfur should be not more than 15 ppm, piece per million. And then they also say if ppm, like from 500 to 1000, then you need to decrease your interval. You still servicing them on 500. That's what's happening. Like, look, 4,000 hours.
So with some of the fuels now, you need to service them more regularly.
Yes, 250. When we rebuild engines, we insist, if you want that we will still keep you warranty, we insist that you will service them every 250.
Wow. So Martin, this knows. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
So he fixed your John Deere the other week.
He did.
But
He
he's
did a very good job.
But he's showing us some of the
showing
things
us some
that
of
they
the
fixed
failures.
and the failures and the difference in not servicing.
Says
tractor.
from Ukraine.
Yeah.
So what's it? IG Agro.
Yeah, IG Agro.
Oh, line boring. That's really tricky. That we had something line bored once.
This one. And again, when we're doing line boring, we are not just boring, you know, we also welding up, where we will bring you to its original diameter. You just give us
Rather than
brand new
oversize it, you'll
Yes,
weld it and then
yeah.
Bit late, but we totally missed this whole marquee with little stalls in it. We're on the Horsch stand now, and they're just folding everything up, ready to go home. This one's got road cleaners, so it's like ours, but it's got these little row of spiky discs in the middle that clean the straw to one side, out the way of the row, which is good if you're going into stubble and chop straw. But I'm not sure what it'd be like if you were going through cover crops like that, which is probably what we're going to be trying to sow through next. Anyway, Martin's actually now got a 4 metre avatar, So we're just talking about it now with Gareth. And then there's one of these, but a 6 metre one, coming to ours in a few weeks, that we're gonna do some testing with. So set of discs, set of legs, slightly different to what the Horsch we've got now with the legs on. Then little leveling discs that just knock it flat where the legs have left it. Then the press, and then the press has got scrapers on it. And it all folds up independently, so you can put the discs down further so that you're not using the tines. It's all on the packer, or you can lift the tines up and just run. Sorry, you can put the tines down, just lift the discs out. I showed you this the other day, but I think this is the best thing I've seen at Cereals this year, and it's that setup. The fact that you're going to have a drill for every occasion. If you have that toolbar, and that front tank. Oop. So that's the same as our one, but just 4 metres. I think that's already had its last dose of nitrogen. It's a bit far for him to walk to the toilet over there. Anyway, we're doing the birthday box at Horsch. I've just not finished writing them yet. Gareth has kindly lent us a Sharpie marker, and we've now done the birthday box. So it's a Horsch box, because we didn't want to write on any new equipment. Oh, there's Wardy. Rosie Nixon's 44. John Barnett's on there. Ian Horton is 60. Janet Simpson. Bracket Shadrach from the Duck, it says. So we all know Janet Simpson from Great Eccleston Show. Chris Daniel is 80. Martin Dory's 37. Mark Smith, happy birthday from your grandson Arthur, who's 2 weeks old, I think. John and Gay Barnett, it's their, or Barnett, I don't know, it's 25th wedding anniversary. And the contents of this box have been sold to Tony Hall. And what's in the box, Martin?
He can see when he opens it, but just open it with great care, Tony. Be very, very careful.
Yeah, so there we go. That's today's birthday box. So thank you, Gareth.
Total?
Oh, the total's getting near
The
69,000.
total's probably close to the content value of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this sprayer. Pump at the back doesn't look very big. That must just be for the wash tank. Surely it'll have a bigger pump somewhere else on it. Not in there. Oh, case going there. Front suction hose. Massive 50-inch VF tyres. It's an induction bowl. Yep. It's huge. It's got like adjustable height, so that ram lifts that up. That hydraulic motor fits in there snug, doesn't it? That's amazing, isn't it? So they can get the height. Yeah, the reason the motor's neat is Martin's just spotted that the reduction is on the hub, which is on the other side. There's a lot of them, it's flat. Not that it makes any difference, it keeps it a bit narrower to fit between a wheel, actually. So that's the main pump, which is what do you say? It's a
1,000 litres a minute.
1,000 litres a minute. And what kind of pump is it?
High pro centrifugal.
Centrifugal pump. It's tiny, it's like a turbo. I don't know how I never noticed this the other day, but this is the X9 John Deere combine, which I think they claim to be the biggest combine in the world. I don't know what header's on it, but it certainly looks a hell of a length. There's no stickers on it, is there? Is there a model number maybe? No. On track. So John Deere next year, apparently, if enough people ask them, they're going to drive one of these from John O'Groats to Land's End, see if they can beat our time. but they want some customer feedback whether they should do it or not. 45 foot, I'd say, HD 4.5X, that's got to be 45 foot, because being American, they like to talk in feet. It is huge, isn't it? There's a coon stand. Not got any arrows on, have they? I think they had a mounted one, but not like a trailed one. Look at the tinted windows. It's cool, doesn't it? Central tyre inflation. Looks a bit of an afterthought though, to be fair, doesn't it? Oh, it probably is actually. I don't think it's a John Deere system. 8. Arva paint wrap. 410 crawler. And then it's what Warley's got, an 8RX. Again, that's tinted windows. John Deere sprayer as well. There is some kit here. I didn't actually see any of this the last 2 days. So only now I'm getting a chance to walk around because I'm not bumping into people. But no. That is an inter-row hoe, we think, for maize. So them little feet chop all the weeds off and they sort of tickle round the maize before it gets too high. Obviously, if it gets any higher than this frame, you'd knock it over. So it's funny, this is for knocking weeds out of maize, but then people are sowing grass into maize to drive on. I thought that was a set of rollers, but it's got it's for chopping weeds up, isn't it? Cover top annihilator, exterminator. So it's like knife things on the top and then like a gutler to sort of punch it to little bits. Save spraying it off. Is it steering axle or is it moving back and forwards that way? Stop now. Oh no, it's moving. Nifty, isn't it? It's clever that, isn't it? The Manners wagon, this is who delivered the dryer the other day, one of these. I don't think it was this one though. Smart that though, isn't it? Look at that for a setup, a little pipe carrier. What would be handy with that is if it had a blade underneath, you know, to push the drainage stone back in. Push the stone back in. It's a beast this though, isn't it? Stone trailer. Proper wide tyres. Long elevator so you're away from the side of the trench. It's nice that, isn't it? Just looking, the bread's got a little bit mouldy down this end now. A few people have been taking chunks of it, I think, as well. Luckily it's not windy. So we've got the sheet on and John's just wrapping it now. Ready for its next stop. That might be the 3 Counties show. There's David on his way with his hay caps. He was going to sell that straw. It's like he's taking it back with him. Some kit in this field getting loaded up now. I didn't even see that sprayer. An S.
There's Wardy watching it, he's not falling off the lorry.
It is as well, isn't it? Don't scratch it. Don't bend the boom. Loading a robot there. Oh, the van's going to go in the way.
Yeah.
There's a view of the toilets.
If you've got a robot, you need a lorry to move it.
There it is. Yeah, that is the downside of these robots. You can't just drive it down the road, you've got to put it on a wagon. I've never seen one of these before. Apparently it has no steps, it just drops down to the floor, which is alright unless you're in a crop. And then it'll squash it a bit. Yeah, everyone's packing up now. Them wagons there, looking cool with the beacons on. And then there's a little block combine all loaded up, ready to go. We've got 2 sprayers. Oh, it's a wagon and drag. That's Wardy's, isn't it?
We were looking for linchpins at Stafford. Maybe we can get some off Wardy's, can we?
Yeah, them steps are sticking out, aren't they? They'll knock you off your bike, won't they? Sticking out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, another one behind you. Yesterday when we came down that concrete road behind us, round that tank, had to cross the people walking to park here. So this morning we thought, well, we'll drive down the car park and then go and park here. But the lady in front wouldn't let us move the cones to park here. So we were trying to explain why we needed to be here and that we were late for something and that it was fine to park here yesterday, but we did have to cross the people, whereas this time it was safer to move a cone than cross the people. And she was getting very grumpy, and Woody got it all on video. Look at this, just left lying around. It's open as well. Oh, there's no key in it.
There's a key in it.
There's actually no key in it, but look at this. Forwards and backwards, cruise controls on and off. Switches like in the Combine. Phone charger. Screen there, screen there, screen there. Well, that says John Deere. Seat. Oh, look at that. All these screens, that says John Deere on it, and that says John Deere on it. See how easy it is to start. Oof, it's running. I will just wait for Gareth to drive off and then he might not see us leave with it. I've no idea how you put it in gear. Handbrake off. Steps have come up. Click it forwards, maybe. I found a hidden switch. So, it's got a foot throttle. So off we go. Wonder how fast it goes, how long it'll take to get home in it. It's amazing what you just find lying around.